Number one, you want to focus on the number of active writing agents, not how many have contracted, how many agents are writing business every week. All right, you want to focus on getting that statistic up consistently. As that number increases, your production top line is going to increase as well. So I was pounding my head against the wall for a while, like, hey, I'm not getting any growth here. And I was focusing on the production, not as much as how many agents do I have writing business. And that is really what's going to drive the production, is the amount of agents that you have writing business. Number two, groups of 5. When I started growing my agency, it was so easy for me to get to 5 or 6 people. It was like, boom, within like a couple months, I was there and we were cranking. After that, it made it a lot harder to grow after 5 or 6 people. Now, the most writing agents you're ever gonna have direct to you before you feel like your world's just gonna crash and burn, there's like 15 to 20. Okay, direct to you, where no one else is helping them with anything. But the groups of 5 thing is key. Okay, so you want to scale that out and you want to duplicate that. Having those small groups helps people feel like they're a cohesive team and they're a part of something. So scale up teams of 5 to 6 people. It'll make your life way easier too. Trust me. Number 3, recruit in excess. You're going to go through thousands of applicants. Like, you always want to be recruiting in excess. Now, what I mean by that is if you want one writing agent, you're going to hire 3 or 4 or 5 or 10. Okay? So you're going to have to hire a lot of people. And then what you do is you focus on the ones that rise to the top. Every time I've backed off recruiting, I've had a drop in statistic. Every single time. Number 4, the good agents, they don't need a ton of help. Okay? The good agents do not need their hands held all day. You do not want a handholder on your team. Like, you don't. Focus on people who have that drive, that independence, and that urge to win. Because they're going to want to grow on their own, right? They're going to want to learn on their own. If someone always needs you there for training and isn't learning on their own, they're probably not a good fit for you or your agency, and they're not going to make it in the industry, plain and simple. I don't care how good the training is. If your individuals aren't involved or engaged in the training, then not really much you can do. Number 5, always focus on organic recruiting traffic source. So you want to be focusing on that organic source of traffic to your agency. Now, that takes longer to build. You may be a blog, it may be a YouTube channel, it may be Instagram, Facebook, whatever, but you want to build this following over time so that it can be organic. Organic leads for anything are better. Yes, it takes more time, but I promise, focus on this. If I could go back to when I started, I would have stayed focused on an organic recruiting source. I would have kept going with YouTube or Instagram, Facebook, whatever. I would have started building out my brand and my name a way more. Because if I had stuck with it a few years down the road where I am now, it would be a totally different story, a totally different ballgame. So always focus on developing that organic source and getting your name out. Talk to as many people as you can. Publish content. If you felt like something helped you, put it out there. You're helping people. Okay, so work on that organic source. Number 6, develop a system that's as automated as possible. So my recruiting system is as pretty much automated as it can get. People apply online, and then I have an assistant and virtual assistants. Reach out to them, call them, schedule meetings, webinars, interviews, everything. And then what I do is I just review the videos that they send in explaining why they'd be a good fit for this position. Our system's a little bit different because we provide the leads and there is an expense per se to the agency. You know, I used to not be as strict in hiring, but now I am because I have such a high volume of applicants. It's like, dude, I feel like I don't want to work with you. And that's just it. I mean, don't hire someone if you don't want to be next to them or around them all the time, right? Recruiting and hiring is something that you have to do. It's not something that is done. It's something that you have to do. Number 7, plug and play training. So you want to develop a training system or utilize your uplines system for training to plug people in. Now, like I said, the good agents are going to go learn on their own. They're going to teach themselves. They're going to practice. They're going to want to learn and develop themselves on their own. They're going to want to grow. They're going to want to learn, and they're going to want to get better. So it's your job to give them the tools and help them if they need it, but it is their job to learn. This is a new profession. Like if someone's a handholder, like I said, then you're going to figure out right here once you get into a plug and play training system if they are going to be a good fit for you or not. Okay, so don't drain your time and energy into people that are draining for you. Okay, work with people that are exciting and energetic, and they'll keep you going, keep you motivated, keep you excited through your journeys building a team. I hope that these 7 recruiting secrets help you in this next year scale and grow your agency. If you have any other questions, reach out to me. And as always, if you found value in this content, like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you so much.